This is the Kuna, made by HS Produkt out of Croatia, brought in by Springfield Armory. You've seen this on the channel, did a full review on this exact PCC already, and also did a cleaning video as well. Cleaned it up after quite a bit of torture testing. It's a roller delayed blowback system with one large roller, and it's held up pretty well. That being said, there are some things that need to be improved on the design, but overall they hit the nail on the head, so to speak, on what we want to see from a consumer standpoint in a PCC in 2025, with one potentially fatal flaw that I've discovered after multiple range trips and well over 1,000 rounds through this one. It's not good. Before we jump into that though, we need to set the stage here. So about a decade ago, back in 2015, the CZ Scorpion comes along, right? CZ Scorpion comes along, you're getting a Scorpion Evo S1 out into the hands of US consumers. Here's one of the little mags that came with a couple of the Scorpions. This is like a 10 rounder. They came with like 20 rounders, I think, early on. But either way, these are polymer mags, right? No steel reinforcements on top or anything like that. So these mags came out and they're pretty cool because they're like, oh, you get translucent mags, they're proprietary, it's fine. They had some issues with actually running the mags, seating them, and then came the bigger issue, which was cracked feed lips. All right, so how do they fix this cracked feed lip issue? Well, companies like PSA and a few others came out with mags. It's like an AKV mag or CZ Scorpion mag that has steel reinforced right there, made in the USA, right with the polymer surrounding in different angles to make sure that the steel lips also don't cause a crack from when you're running these or dropping these. These have been great. PSA mags, phenomenal, no issues at all. Magpul, of course, known for their mags, have come out with a mag right here, a P mag for the Scorpion, or the AKV right here. Great mags, no steel reinforcement, but they're Magpul polymer. They have a good blend of polymer, no issues there. That brings us up to the Kuna. So the Kuna is a PCC that's above the standard of what the Scorpion was. Scorpion is a direct blowback design where just a large chunk of steel just goes back and forth and has that blowback action, a little rougher, and we talked about that in my full review of the Kuna. And this also has a few quirks. The trigger is just okay. The safety is all right for what it is. It needs to be worked in a little bit, a little squishy. Triggers also a little squishy, but maybe we can work on aftermarket for that, right, in the future. But reliability is there, value is there. It's a nice little roller delayed blowback PCC. The big issue with it is going to be these mags, and not for what you might think from a price point or availability. They are out there, but guess what? Both of my mags, giant cracks in them. I'm gonna roll some pictures right here so you can kind of get a feel for what I'm looking at. I couldn't believe it. I did not torture test these as much as the Kuna itself. I mean, they're either in the firearm or they were used outside the firearm. Maybe a couple of them dropped down, but a lot of times they would hit the base plate. But if you look at these pictures, these are cracked and legit cracked. Now this leads me to believe that this is a more brittle formula of polymer of some way. I mean, HS Produkt has been around a while, but this being a proprietary mag, it's gonna have some issues with it. But some of these are some pretty decent sized cracks on these mags. And if you look at something like Magpul, which has been doing this for decades now, these feed lips are good. Even the PSA ones that I run my AKV all the time are pretty solid, but we're starting to see these cracks form on these mags. Now, they're affordable enough. They're starting to become more plentiful as well in the market. We're gonna need someone to come in just like the CZ Scorpion, I think, and even though these guys tried to do the feed lips the way they did, they didn't quite get it right. It's very sad to see. So we're gonna have Magpul come in, maybe PSA, whoever it is, come through to start producing new mags for it. Now, the solution for this would be that, A, we have new mags, preferably Magpul comes out with some aftermarket mags that are really affordable, cheap, plentiful. Option B, which is far more rare, is the company itself, HS Produkt, is going to realize this and replace these or come up with a better design with better polymer. But this is sad to see the cracks. And then option number 3 is that aftermarket support is going to work on the Kuna in a way where maybe it's not just mags, but some companies are already doing this, a new lower that takes an AR trigger, AR grip, AR safety, and Scorpion mags, because although the first gen Scorpion mags were not the greatest, everything after that has been pretty decent, and it'll be really neat to see a Scorpion type of mag that fits this magwell, which is not far off, right? And that'll be a much better look to have this type of mag run in the Kuna, especially because these are actually a little thick, a little sticky as well. And the fact that they're cracking this early on is just not a great sign. It really isn't. I think this would be much cooler to have something with Magpul or someone come in to do that. But that's my experience. I cannot believe they're cracking already, and that is a big fail for the Kuna as of right now, June 2025. So we'll see how this video ages and see what types of solutions we have, because I do know the lowers that are coming out for this to replace this polymer lower. There's some actual nice aluminum lowers that are coming out. They are pretty pricey. I mean, this is not a budget gun, but it's up there. It's not insane like an SP5 or something like that. I mean, it's a good price point for what it is compared to a lot of other type of firearms in this PCC realm. So time's gonna tell how they fix this. I'm gonna have to figure out if I wanna get some more mags, test out some more. Maybe the first batch is just kind of iffy. In fact, I'm looking at now, there's one massive crack on the back here. That's just, oh, it's so sad to see. There's one going straight down the back on this corner here, all the way down to there. Like, that's too much for a crack for a mag. Come on, guys. Like, oh, like what happened? Like, can't even torture test these things. I mean, yeah. So that's my findings with the Kuna. Stay tuned for further updates. Maybe I'll get one of these lowers in. Maybe I'll work on some aftermarket support for this and try to test out some new stuff for the Kuna, because it is a cool platform. It's held up pretty well overall. It's interesting that the mag, once again, is the first thing to fail for something that's brand new with a proprietary polymer-based mag, even with those steel reinforced feed lips. So thanks so much for watching, guys. If you have any questions about the Kuna, have you seen cracks in your mags? Let me know down in the comments below. I'll be happy to look at those. I'm curious to see, what do you guys think of the Kuna and where you guys are with, if it's even worth it right now, or if there needs to be some more support for it to kind of make this a more usable platform for everybody. Thank you so much for watching. Train hard. You never know what's coming. You never know if a mag is just gonna split wide open at the range for no apparent reason. So have your sidearm ready to go. Take care of the ones you love. Those are the ones that matter, and we'll see you in the next review.